Crawford.
Yeah, pound for pound, #1 fighter in this sport. Terence Crawford, Sean's Tell Fight Hype. Hey, Terence, you know, with everybody coming together this weekend, does this make you feel like those fights with PBC can happen?
Well, like I told y'all before, man, I fought 2 PBC guys before, and Amir Khan was advised by Al Heyman. It's all up to the fighters at the end of the day, and it got to make sense, and it got to be, you know, the right time. I feel any fight can be made.
Is it really up to the fighters, though, when these promoters have you under contract? And if
it doesn't matter. Listen. If you don't fight, they don't get paid. Tyson Fury and Wilder fight, right? How did they get this fight made, the first fight? Wilder went to Tyson Fury and said, come and fight me. Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao. They talked, said, okay, we about to fight. They got the fight made. This is how the fight game get made, because at the end of the day, yeah, we might be under contract with them, but they work for us. You know, so if it makes sense, like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence makes sense, then we go to our promoters and our handlers and tell them, look, this is a fight I want, make it happen.
That fight is amazing, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. But the fights you mentioned, Wilder Fury just did 325,000 buys. That's good, but it's not great. But all them fights you mentioned, they brought a lot of money into the pot. Do you feel like Crawford Spence is there yet?
For sure.
Or would you guys have to do a card, build it up?
Sure. I feel like it's there right now. You know, I feel like there's, in my eyes, I feel like Crawford Spence is one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing right now.
But with Errol's...
It's not the biggest, but right now, you know, Errol is healing up from his accident. And once he come back and, you know, he's the same Errol, then that will make for a bigger fight in the future.
You know, let me ask you a quick question. Among your media advisors is Warren Buffett, and we see that Top Rank could possibly be for sale. Have you sent a text to Warren Buffett about picking up Top Rank?
Not at all.
Would you put some money on Top Rank?
That ain't in my plans, my future plans.
Bud Crawford, CEO of Top Rank. No. But in the meantime, though, while Errol's getting better, and you and Sean are not fighting each other, you guys are friends. So what's the biggest fight that can be made right now?
There's a lot of fights that can be made right now. The Pacquiao fight, that can be made right now. Me going to 154 and fighting the WBO champion after his fight, that can be made. Yeah, so there's a lot of fights out there that can be made. Not only Sean Porter, you got other top fighters like Keith Thurman. You know, you got Ugas, he's a great fighter. You know,
no one mentions him. You calling him?
There's a lot of fighters out there.
Sorry, Sean. Or sorry, Terence. In that last fight with Kavaluskas, before you adjusted and tore him up later in the fight, he got you with some shots early. Is that at all because you're getting a little tired of that level of fight? You want the...
That's a good fighter. You know, like I told everybody, they not giving my fighters that I'm fighting enough credit. You know, that's a 2-time Olympian. You know, I don't see nobody else out here fighting Olympians at the Olympians. And not only is he a 2-time Olympian, he's an undefeated fighter that's proven himself in the professional rankings to be #1. He's not coming off the Olympics and fighting 2 fights and then becoming a mandatory. He's proven himself. So I don't understand, you know, everybody not giving certain fighters the credit. That wasn't a bum that I fought. Right. That was a good fighter.
And he actually came forward coming to win.
Right, for sure.
Right.
The confidence. When you fight these undefeated fighters, you know, that's at a certain level that never lost before, they coming in there with the utmost confidence that they're going to beat you because they don't know how to lose. You know, I don't know what it feels like to lose. So if I don't know what it feels like to lose and he don't know what it feels like to lose, that makes for a great fight.
Is that what we got this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. You seen that in the first fight.
But, sorry, I wanted to actually, what he said about the Bob Arum, I don't want to mention, but I do want to say, if he was to retire sometime this year, would it be like for you to fight Spence, would that be his last big event before he retires?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Can you just describe just his legacy overall as a promoter and the impact in the boxing game?
He's a greatest promoter to ever do it. Okay. Hands down, period.
That's facts.
Yeah. Ain't nobody that can compare or compete against him. He had them all, besides Tyson. Yeah. If you ask Tyson out and say, who have Bob Arum promoted? And you look down the list of mine and you say, God damn. Like, he had all the great fighters.